Sorry for that small little hiccup there. Jake Garrett getting taken to by Nick Mira. Nick Mira full of fire and thunder. Ducks under, gets the kick to the head. How about that? All these fans, they can't believe what they're seeing. And here we go, off the top, onto Jake Garrett. He's going to take it to him. And here we go, sending Jake Garrett into that steel corner post. And they're just beating him on the ground. This is what you got to do if you want to win this. You can't have any mercy. You can't let the rules or lack thereof cloud your judgment. Oh! And about clotheslines Jake Garrett back into the ring. We're seeing some real attitude and fire from Nick Mira, and he's going to need it. He's going to have to do what he can right now and try to sustain through this matchup. Another brutal hit to Jake Garrett's face. And another. It's certainly not making him any prettier. Calling for the fan support. I can't see what's going on down on the ground. But Jake Garrett, as Nick Mira rolls into the ring, trying to find some common ground. Jake Garrett's a brawler. He can fight anywhere. Nick Mira has to bring him into the ring to make sure that he can wrestle him on his own terms. And a headbutt now from Jake Garrett, and another. That thick, brutal skull of his. There's a body slam. Oh, right down. Nick Mira's got to do a little better than that. Standing elbow. 1, 2. Jake Garrett now giving him a moment to recuperate himself from that very brutal beginning. Now Jake Garrett choking him out on the ropes. A very obvious and blatant choke. The ref needs to absolutely do nothing because it's all legal. And then a kick across the face. Putting the whole soul of that boot so he can taste it. Brings him out of the corner. 1, 2. Not quite enough yet. Jake Garrett's the kind of man that can definitely bring the pain. As he throws him back out on the outside, where Jake Garrett can deal the most pain possible on that hardwood floor. Uh-oh, he's coming this way. What is he after? What is he after? He's taking the steel chair. He means business, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to rearrange Nick Mira's face with it for sure. Jake Garrett giving the signal. That's it. Oh my gosh. Is he going to do a powerbomb on the floor on that steel chair? No, Nick Mira fighting. Drops Jake Garrett on that steel chair. Way to turn the tables, Nick Mira. That's exactly what you need to do. 2. Only a 2 count. Jake Garrett made a stunner stuff. And he's going to need to be, as now the action goes into the fans. I can't believe what I'm seeing. All the fans are now crowding around the action, and I can't see what's going on. I see Nick Mira dragging Jake Garrett up those steps. There they go. All the way up to the top, all the way up to those windows. And at the top of this arena as he puts Jake Garrett into the wall. Fans, you gotta get the replay of this in the HD when it's available. It's hard to see right now. Nick Mira is giving just severe punishment to Jake Garrett at the top of those steps. He opened up a window. He's trying to toss him outside. He's trying to do it. He's trying. The window's open. He's putting him outside. I can't believe it. That's the second story drop up there, almost even the third. But no, Jake Garrett fighting back. Jake Garrett giving stiff shots to Nick Mira's face and another headbutt. Nick Mira trying to fight back best he can. It's a battle to see who's going to fall out that window. And now, Jake Garrett falling down the steps as Nick Mira sends him careening, falling, tumbling all the way down to the bottom. That is a heck of a fall. That'll definitely leave Jake Garrett battered and bruised. That'll be half the work that Nick Mira doesn't have to do, as Nick Mira now over the concession stand and gets his own chair. Anything goes in this matchup as he delivers that steel chair shot to Jake Garrett. As he goes up to this mini stand in front, I think he's going to jump. And he does, right on the steel chair, onto Jake Garrett. Only a 2 count. I know it's hard to see, ladies and gentlemen. You wouldn't believe the carnage unless you were here. These fans are definitely getting their money's worth as now Nick Mira takes Jake Garrett over and puts him in the garbage. Nick Mira now looking for something else as he goes to the back. Nick Mira just pulled out a ladder. And the fans are going crazy. These fans are absolutely livid at the action happening right in front of them. Jake Garrett still in the garbage as Nick Mira goes to grab him up. This is not going to be brutal. This is not going to be pretty. This is going to be brutal. All these children are going to see this. Oh, as Nick Mira sent over the merchandise table. Oh my gosh. Jake Garrett now choking Nick Mira on the floor. The ref can't do anything about it. It's all legal. But Jake Garrett now seeing that ladder that Nick Mira brought out. This is certainly going to come into play now. And a vicious shot across the back. And another kick for good measure. Jake Garrett delivering as much punishment as he can with a standing pin. Only 2 though. The arrogance of Jake Garrett. All these fans, they've cleared the stands. They're on the floor. They're watching the action. No, Jake Garrett's going to bring Mira over the ring. Jake Garrett has an advantage on the outside. I can't imagine why he'd bring him back into the ring, pinning him on the outside of the ring. It's still legal. Just to make a point is the only reason why Jake Garrett's doing it. Jake Garrett now, all the way in front of the ringside area, all the way over. Everyone with their cameras, they're following right into that padded wall. Mira with a shot, now into the chair trolley, as he delivers it right to Jake Garrett. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is Nick Mira unhinged. He's doing what he can to win this match as he goes back and get that ladder. And the fans say yes, absolutely yes. Nick Mira bringing that ladder over to the steel prone Jake Garrett. The referee's checking up on him. I can't believe what we're seeing. Nick Mira now setting Jake Garrett into position. This is not going to be pretty. Once again into that wall. Giving Mira a little bit more time to set up what he wants to do. He's calling for it. He's calling for it. Nick Mira setting up the ladder. Nick Mira setting up the ladder to the ladder on the side for the scoreboard. I think Mira's all going all the way up to the balcony. Mira now again with the steel chair, just for good measure. Mira can probably have this right now, but he's going to dish out as much punishment as Jake Garrett has dealt to him with a swinging shot right to his head. Mira now climbing. Jake Garrett thrown in position as Mira climbs up to the scoreboard balcony. Fans, I can't believe what we're witnessing. Is Mira gonna jump from the American flag? Refs are saying no, but they can't stop him. Mira's gonna jump. Fans, this is carnage. This could be the end right now. Jake Garrett back on his feet. Oh my gosh! Bodies everywhere! Bodies everywhere! Jake Garrett's down. Nick Mira's down. Referees are 1, 2. Only 2 for the remaining referee. Fans, I can't begin to tell you what we're witnessing here tonight. You gotta be here. This is the best kind of action that Black Diamond Wrestling is known for delivering, and you're seeing it all live. There's Nick Mira now, injured. He's hobbling. Brings Jake Garrett back over that steel ring post, sets him up. Jake Garrett's prone, hanging on the ring. Nick Mira now going back, grabbing up that ladder, bringing it back over to the ring to the still prone Jake Garrett. There's nothing but pain. There's not going to be a winner of this match. There's just going to be a survivor. I think that's what Nick Mira wants to get out of this, for all the heartbreak and shenanigans and hoopla that Jake Garrett has brought to Nick Mira these past few months. We're going to see it end right now. We're going to see Nick Mira get exactly what Jake Garrett deserves. And now Nick Mira calling for it. The fans, they want to see it. They want to see Nick Mira bring it in to Jake Garrett and shenanigans. But Jake's not done yet with a shot and another. Jake Garrett's putting in a low blow. It's legal, but it's not right. A low blow. There's no good fighting or dirty fighting. It's just fighting here tonight. As Jake Garrett goes down for a pin. Only 2. Action back in the center of the ring. Jake Garrett now with that steel chair. You can see the red marks, the bruises already apparent on Nick Mira. And Jake Garrett's going to add a few more. Jake Garrett now setting him up. Misses with the steel chair. And Mira gets the cutter on him. Mira needs to capitalize, get the pin. 1, 2, no! Too much of a stall. battered and bruised. Jake Garrett is still a wild animal. You can't take your time. You gotta take the opportunity when you get it and put him away quick. Another shot with a steel chair now. Mir now setting that steel chair up on Jake Garrett's head. Oh my gosh! Nothing good can come of this. And now he's setting up the steel chair with the ladder in the corner. This is not going to be good. And now, fans, you can see Nick Mira going up that ladder to the prone Jake Garrett with the steel chair on his head. Nick Mira setting it up. He's calling for the fans down, delivering a brutal elbow across the steel chair to Jake Garrett's face. And that's it. Mira wins it! Mira wins it! A hard-fought battle by Nick Mira. Months of taunting and shenanigans at the hands of Jake Garrett comes to an end. As Jake Garrett is left prone in the center of the ring, victim of a 3 count after a steel chair embedded in his head by an elbow off a ladder. Fans, you had to be here to see it, to believe it. The action, the energy. Oh my gosh. As we set the camera back on its prone position, hopefully, maybe. A hobble out of the ring, that area, refusing help from the referee. There's an ego that's been battered and bruised as much as his body. That'll be definitely one for the Black Diamond Wrestling history books, as Jake Garrett is put in his place by Nick Mira. Fans, wait, Nick Mira coming over. Mira,
#1 contender, Diamond Division title. Bring it home, baby.
He's called for Chris LaRusso. He's earned it. He's definitely earned it. Between last Sunday and tonight, everyone has gotten their comeuppance at the hands of Nick Mira. Fans, I want to thank you for joining us here in Brilliant for this wonderful Black Diamond Wrestling event, Street Fight. As you've seen, the street fight that happened right here, Jake Garrett, Nick Mira victorious. And now we're going to move on to our next match, which I believe is the main event. Heavyweight champion Dan Sandwich will defend.
Will be officiated by Black Diamond Wrestling senior official Timothy Cash. And it's for the Black Diamond Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
The challenger, none other Then the machine, the beast, Bulldozer. 300 solid pounds of mass destruction. Leader of the industry, has been causing chaos and trouble all over Black Diamond these past few months. Record Futuristic and Chris Marks. Bulldozer out by himself though, feeling confident going into this match. Does he have what it takes? Will he walk away tonight as the Black Diamond Wrestling Heavyweight Champion? We'll find out. Here comes the heavyweight champion, the program, Dan Sandwich. Champion Dan Sandwich holding up that belt, mayhap for the last time if Bulldozer has his way. The odds do not seem stacked in Dan Sandwich's favor. Bulldozer, a staggering 300 solid pounds, has been on a rampage up and down the East Coast these past few months.
Representing the industry, weighing at 330 tons, is the one-man wrecking crew, Bulldozer!
The fans are not behind him at all.
And now, the reigning and defending Black Diamond Wrestling Heavyweight Champion for over 15 months. Weighing at 195.
That's right, a staggering 15 months as champion.
He is the Black Diamond Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the President.
Dan Sandwich taking the microphone to address the fans directly. And the fans reciprocate in kindness. And Bulldozer showing off with the belt before the match begins. That's what's on the line here tonight. The prestige, the history, the Black Diamond Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. The most coveted belt in the entire Ohio Valley. There is not a better championship to be found for greater than 75 miles.
Let's go!
Not even when WWE or TNA in town is there a better championship than the Black Diamond Heavyweight Championship. And now Bulldozer starts it off real fierce, taking Sandwich into the corner. Bulldozer asking rhetorical questions. Bulldozer now asking for respect from the fans. He should know respect is earned, not given. Just like that title, it's earned. And you gotta earn it by pinning or submitting Dan Sandwich. Dan Sandwich is eager to go. As the two men begin circling again. now some quick slaps and shots from Bulldozer and Dan Sandwich. Couple of gut checks there. Dan Sandwich fires back though, unable to bring the big man down. Off the ropes again. Bulldozer though, pushing Sandwich in his path. Bulldozer's definitely up for this. Dan Sandwich is going to definitely have to bring in a lot more to bring the big man down. The fans are definitely on Sandwich's side. The Bulldozer goes up, slam, brings him back down. Off the ropes now. Goes for the elbow, but denied. Sandwich too quick. Clubbing forearms to the back of Bulldozer, trying to get some advantage. Gets pushed off. Nobody home there though. Bulldozer off the ropes again. Underneath. Sandwich sends a drop kick to the back of Bulldozer, sends it sprawling to the outside. Bulldozer now taking his time getting back in the ring. Dan Sandwich goes flying to the outside, connects with Bulldozer. Sending both of them down. And now the count from senior referee Tim Cash. Dan Sandwich though, trying to take Bulldozer in that corner post, denied. Bulldozer returns the favor and sends Sandwich into it. Oh! And a stiff shot. And another. That'll definitely slow down Dan Sandwich for the rest of this match. Denied now, running right into that steel beam. And now Dan Sandwich reciprocates with his own chops, but not enough to keep the big man back. More wild shots now. Sandwich trying to go. Kicks to the arm, trying to work it. Trying to make sure that Bulldozer can't get a good solid grasp on him. If Bulldozer can't catch him, Dan Sandwich might have a chance. And a stiff shot to the face. And more to follow it up. Good measure. Bulldozer hanging on those ropes. Dan Sandwich can't get him off. Bulldozer goes now, reverses it though. Clubbing clothesline sends the champion down.
That wasn't no clothesline, that was a deuce of slam, baby.
As Bulldozer corrects me as best he can. However, from my perspective, I don't know about you fans, you can comment on the Ustream. It looks a lot like a punishing clothesline to me. And now a kick to the face. Oh, and now sitting right on the chest of Dan Sandwich. Goes for the cover. Only two. Bulldozer bringing him back up, but Dan Sandwich still fighting back. He's got a lot more to give. That's why he's the champion. The one shot sends him back down. Bulldozer certainly got the power behind him to make every single move matter. Every single hit's got to feel like a sledgehammer. Short arm clothesline. This time connecting with that elbow. Not enough though. Now he's going to try and work on that neck, that upper back. Slow him down, maybe even choke him out right here. Senior official better pay close attention to this. Oh, he brings the nose back. Almost looks like he's trying to fish hook him at the same time. Dan Sandwich trying to fight out of this. trying to get the fans to rally behind him. And they are reciprocating. And now more shots from Dan Sandwich as he sends Bulldozer off the ropes. Bulldozer springboard, amazing for the big man. We know you don't work. Bulldozer tried it, still had tremendous impact. Despite that springboard elbow by Bulldozer, still Dan Sandwich was able to get pinning combination. Small package, 1, 2, no, not enough. Dan Sandwich still doing these quick moves. Schoolboy now, only one there. Dan Sandwich had a lot of energy trying to get those quick pins, trying to keep the big man down, but he was able to get enough onto his feet to deliver one solid clothesline to put Dan Sandwich back down. This has been very, very punishing for Dan Sandwich. This may be the end of his heavyweight title reign. Bulldozer now lifting Sandwich up. Sandwich fighting off. Single arm, brings the knees up on it. Still working that arm so Bulldozer can't get a good grab on him. This might be the one strategy that works in Sandwich's favor and retains that belt for him. We'll find out real soon, because this match, neither man can certainly go much longer than this. And a boot to the face. Sandwich certainly had the advantage going, but still can't compete with the raw power of Bulldozer. And another set on the face, crushing the chest of Dan Sandwich. And a leg drop, that's certainly got to end it right here. I can't see the shoulders, but referee Tim Cash only calls that as a 2. Bulldozer now going back to that neck. You'll know he's about ready to signal for the end when he puts him in the corner and goes for that cannonball, because that'll certainly bring an end to that neck. If Bulldozer brings him down to the mat, he's certainly not going to get the champion to sleep out of this one. But he's certainly going to try. It's going to take a little bit more than this, I believe. Bulldozer certainly working it in there, really got a good grasp. Referee Tim Cash making sure it's good. Sandwich might be out though. That pretty quick, his arm keeps going down. And no. He's still got some life left in him. Bulldozer does not have it all. And now the champion's back up again, fighting off, fighting. Bulldozer now fighting back on his own. It's going to take a lot more. Into the corner with Sandwich. Bulldozer comes in. Sandwich rolls out of the way and misses. Sandwich up. Sakari. Bulldozer staggering. Bulldozer now against the ropes. He's loopy from that hit. Who knows if he can see straight out of that mask right now. After that vicious kick to the back of the head. Dan Sandwich taking his shots, choosing them carefully. Tim Cash checking on both athletes here. Both men trying to get to their feet after the brutal assault each has laid onto each other. Dan Sandwich almost up on his own. He's up, he's on his feet. He's got Bulldozer in his sights. Vicious hit, trading them back and forth now. Dan Sandwich back on his knees, and now they're fighting on the ground. Kick to that arm once again, and more hits to that arm. It's certainly got to be annoying Bulldozer for sure. That's one less thing Bulldozer's going to have in his arsenal. And now kicks from the champion. Goes for the kick, Bulldozer misses, grabs up Dan Sandwich, but he's still got a fight left in him. Tries for the corner, but no, Bulldozer is not going. Sends him into the other corner. Elbow to the face. Bulldozer not expecting that at all. Dan Sandwich now climbing those ropes. Here we go, high risk. Moonsault from the champion, Dan Sandwich. Both men down once again. Sandwich rolls over. 1, 2. Only 2.
Oh, 2?
High risk maneuver from Dan Sandwich. It may have pulled off though. This might be just what he needs. This Sandwich goes back up again. Dozer struggling to get to his feet. Dan Sandwich has got him squared up. Here he comes. No! Bulldozer's got that arm. Trying for that choke slam. As he gives a breaker to that arm. Certainly one less weapon in Bulldozer's arsenal. Knee strike now. Tries to send him out through the ropes. Denied. As both men are fighting. Sandwich on the outside. Bulldozer's got the arm right across the ropes. Bulldozer coming in with that double axe handle, denied again by Dan Sandwich. More fighting. Drop kick right to the face. Tremendous ability by Dan Sandwich, champion. And another. Bulldozer staggering, but not down yet. Off the ropes. Up. Samoan drop. Hooks the leg. Only 2. This is exactly what Bulldozer needs to be doing if he wants to capture that heavyweight championship. Dan Sandwich, though, he hasn't been heavyweight champion for 15 months for nothing. You can't count him out. But the straps have come down on Bulldozer, signaling for Dan Sandwich. No, Dan Sandwich leaps over. Super kick. Sends Dozer staggering out of the ropes into the corner now. Dan Sandwich takes it up to the ropes. Are we looking at Tornado DDT? And no, thrown off by Bulldozer. And a spear. Running spear by Bulldozer. Only 2. Cannot keep the champ down. Bulldozer now singling for the end of the match. He believes he has what it takes to end it. He might be going for another Samoan drop right here. That would certainly crush the life out of Dan Sandwich. No, denied. Oh, just for the sliced bread, denied. No, triangle choke now by Dan Sandwich, bringing the big man to his knees. Tactical maneuver by Dan Sandwich. Bulldozer powering out. Gotch lift now by Bulldozer. Sends him back down. But no, Dan Sandwich keeps on with the triangle choke. Can't tell. Wait, there's a man in the ring now. There's a masked man in the ring. Security getting to him. All kinds of havoc going down in the middle of the ring. Match is still continuing despite this masked man. Security dealing with him. I can't believe it. both men now down in the ring. And he's calling for the bell. He's disqualifying this match due to interference. No, this match has been called. Wait to hear referee Tim Cash's reasoning if there was in fact a disqualification and on whom. Despite which, Dan Sandwich will retain as the belt does not change hands on disqualification. But oh no! And there's that finish by Bulldozer on Dan Sandwich. Just for spite, just the icing on the cake. Bulldozer's hurt. He didn't get to win the title. In front of the camera, a victim of the punishment of the heavyweight champion. Dan Sandwich, still champ until the next show. We'll be back here in Brilliant on April 12th, and the following Sunday, April 14th, we'll be back at the Diamondplex in Wheeling. Ladies and gentlemen, heavyweight champion Dan Sandwich retains. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us here tonight. We hope that you'll join us next time for more Black Diamond Wrestling action. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and on Twitter for more information and to find out the repercussions of what's gone on tonight. And be sure to follow us on Ustream for replays of this podcast. And we'll see you next time.